cultivators. Welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about the Wizard of Magic. I'm Roy, also known as Wangji Herding Juice.
Famed Canada Dry Preferrer. And I'm Fallon, aka 3 Sheets to the Wangji.
Hey! It's good. These were good chapters, and I do want to spend a lot of time talking about them because they're very fucking good.
I really would like nothing more than to dedicate my entire life to talking about how good and funny Lan Wangji is when he's drunk.
These chapters are so good. But
They're so good.
Before we get into them, though, hey, do you know what dropped?
The freaking little babies dropped!
The little
babies dropped once more! And I saw the babies. I saw them with my own eyes.
They are so small.
They are so fucking small, dude.
They are so small. I said, into the universe, please give me small knees. And the QQ season, cool, thanks motorcycle, said to me, yes, Roy, episode 1, here you go.
Give me the little boy cheating on a nest.
It's so good!
It's what she's good at.
The little baby doing a cheating. So so the structure of these episodes seems to be that it's
funny to me.
It's so fucking funny. It's the entire video file is like 5.5 minutes long. And there's like maybe 2 minutes of actual cartoon happening.
Yeah, it's like a minute and a half of an opening, a minute and a half of credits, and like 2 minutes of scene.
Yeah.
That's fucking it.
And
but it's a very satisfying little kiss of scene.
It is. It's just a little smooch. It's just a couple little skits. One of them weighing enchants a pin. The other one, there's a fat bird that they try to use to pass a note.
And Lan Wangji foils all of their plans, obviously.
Oh, well, no, I think Invisible Lan Shiren foils the first one, and he just murders Nihuai Song.
Oh, yeah, just murks him.
Yeah.
And then the third one is... Wei Wuxian, it's kind of a genius move.
It's kind of a genius move.
Yeah. Because Lan Wangji intercepts yet another thrown note, but this time it's funny drawing of him taking a test, and he's so busy getting mad at it that Nihuai Song is able to peek over at his test and cheat off of him.
Wei Wuxian says to Nihuai Song, let's play our ace.
He says, let's play our ace.
Implying that they do this regularly.
And they've thought very long and hard about it. I just really like to think about it.
I really like to think about
it. God, Nihuai Song is a treasure.
A national treasure.
A national treasure, a benefit to society.
It's true. And then the final little one is where my pants came off. Just kind of my whole ass, just everything.
You threw your pants off and took a shit on the ground. You tore your pants off.
They came off of their own accord.
You screamed so hard your pants tore off.
Pretty much.
And you shit explosively.
That's
it, right?
This is
Godless?
Yeah.
That's fucking true. Don't you ever forget it.
Lan Wangji is reading everybody's grades on the test that they cheated on. And he and Wei Yin got A's.
Of course they did.
And then we hear a very deep voice yelling at Nihuai Song, which is good.
So we didn't actually get to see Daga, but we heard his voice.
Spirit, yeah.
So at least there's that, y'all.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get him soon. I want to see the littlest Daga.
I want to see
so
the tiniest him.
The littlest him with the littlest, chubbiest cheeks that that thick ass butt. That's stacked badooder. I want to see that butt.
I mean, going off of just kind of the whole vibe of every chibi having to be fucking stacked in this property.
I'm sorry that they're thonky and that Niamingwei following that needs also to be thonky.
Sorry
it's
about it.
It's not my fucking fault, okay? It's not my fault.
I'm sorry for having a juicy pussy. It's not my fault.
I'm sorry for having a juicy pussy. It's not my fault.
This episode is disgusting already.
You're fucking welcome.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it gets disgusting in these chapters.
People pay us to listen to this.
It's not disgusting because of two men kissing. It's disgusting because of the way it happened.
It's disgusting.
Why.
It's disgusting because Wei Wuxian is a fucking idiot.
He's an idiot. Like, I'm not trying to call Wei Wuxian stupid, but I also don't know what else to call him when he does this shit over and over again, expecting different results.
He stays doing this shit.
That's his thing. He expects different results every time he gets Lan Wangji drunk. He's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be different and interesting this time," and it's never different.
The fuck you think?
He's like, "I'm just gonna do it just to see what happens." You know what happens.
We've already been over this. Han Guangjun shit-faced. We've been here before.
We have not lost the plot as you have. Stick to the script, baby. You know what happens.
This is well-trodden ground.
Jesus ass. I just need a little sippy of wine, because this man tested me this chapter. This man did test me on this chapter. On this day, on this evening.
What kind of wine you got tonight, little wine shop worker?
It's a Sauvignon Blanc. And it's one from France, which means it doesn't have that weird, citrus pith in it that some people hate. It's nice.
It's nice. It's Sauvignon Blanc.
If you don't like wine, just drink Sauvignon Blanc and Moscato.
Mosquito. Do you want to do some summaries? And then we can talk about these very good chapters?
Yeah, let's do some summaries. Let's let Roy let her rip there.
Let her rip. Should I do both of these in one go? Because these chapters kind of just go seamlessly from one to the next.
Yeah, the second chapter is 6 pages.
So. Oh yeah, it's real short. Okay, so we read 2 of chapters this week.
2 of them?
2 of them. We read parts 1 and 2 of the Allure arc. Sexy Allure. Chapters 43 and 44. So, 43, folks, it's the return of Han Guangjun Shitfaced.
Han Guangjun Shitfaced 2, the sequel. To Han Guangjun Shitfaced.
Our man Lan Wangji downs 1 Christian pint and passes the fuck out. Wei Wuxian looks him over and experiences emotion about how hot Lan Wangji is, and then Wen Ning shows up. And guess what? His brain is back.
Yay!
He can talk now. Some funny comedy slapstick antics happen, and then Wei Wuxian and Wen Ning start comparing their knowledge or lack thereof of all of the shit that's happened in the last 13 years or so. Mr. Ghost General says he doesn't know where he was, just that he was somewhere dark and he thinks people would come check on him and that somebody put nails in his head. I don't know. And then all of a sudden he heard Wei Wuxian's flute and he Kool-Aid manned himself PDQ over to Wei Wuxian. Mostly Wen Ning just knows about the bummer shit of the world, and Wei Wuxian is fittingly bummed out about it. He insists that contrary to what Wen Ning had heard, Zhangsheng didn't kill him. He fucked up, his death was his fault, that's how it be, but Wen Ning is still just being kind of a sad boy about it. Then from downstairs, they hear the juniors causing a ruckus. They're arguing because Lan Shui basically said not all demonic cultivators in front of Jinliang, which you never do. Jinliang blames the OG demonic cultivator Wei Ying, who he calls him that, to be disrespectful.
Yes.
He blames him for getting the Zhang sect killed and making the Ghost General kill his parents and so on. And like I said, he's being disrespectful and referring to people by their given names, so we learned that Sishui's given name is Lan Yuan.
Yan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wen Ning hears all of this and feels bad. Ouyang Zijin finally gets named. He comes out and he, more or less breaks the fight up. He's like, come on, we went through enough today. let's just have dinner. And Sishui apologizes, and then all the boys go back inside. Wei Wuxian tells Wen Yang that Jin Liang's parents dying wasn't his fault. And then Lan Wangji wakes up, and he starts bodying Wen Yang again. Wei Wuxian makes Wen Yang go away, so Wangi real drunk this time.
Real drunk.
Wangi very drunk. Wei Wuxian decides that he's got some stupid prizes to win, so he starts playing some stupid games. He tells Lan Wangji to take his forehead ribbon off, which he does. But then Lan Wangji uses the ribbon to tie Wei Wuxian's hands up and put him under fucker's arrest. Wei Wuxian at first is like, see, there's nothing special about your stupid ribbon at all, it's just a ribbon. But then Lan Wangji keeps tying it tighter and tighter, and he won't stop, and Wei Wuxian is like, dude, come on! You can stop now, and then there's some more funny comedy shenanigans. Lan Wangji leads Wei Wuxian down and out to the inn's, backyard, and then out into the street, and then back through the front door of the inn to the first floor, where all of the juniors are eating. And the juniors see that Han Guangjun is using his forehead ribbon as funny handcuffs, so they're so damn scandalized, and that's where we move into chapter 44. So the boys are like, what the fuck is this? And Wei Wuxian says that Lan Wangji is showing him a special way to use the forehead ribbon. Jingyi kind of pushes back, but Sishui shuts him up, and Lan Wangji drags Wei Wuxian back upstairs. And this is where the real funny comedy flirting happens. Wei Wuxian won't shut up, so Lan Wangji holds his hand over his mouth, and Wei Wuxian licks his hand like a child. They play hide and seek around a screen thing. Wei Wuxian fucking loves all of this. He starts a chase thing where he's like, if I catch you, I'm gonna lick you again, and Lan Wangji just halts right in his tracks, so Wei Wuxian funny slams into him, thereby catching him. Wei Wuxian is like, no way, oh well, guess I gotta lick him again, so he gives him just a stupid little flick on his hand, and Lan Wangji demands they play their stupid chase game again. Same shit happens, over and over, but this time, it kind of escalates, so instead of just licking Lan Wangji's hand, Wei Wuxian, kisses his hand, and then he starts kissing him all over the place, and it just keeps escalating until, oops, he goes and kisses him right on the mouth.
Just a funny mistake.
Just a funny, drunken mistake. But then that's it. It gets too real after that. Wei Wuxian is he does shock Pikachu about it. Lan Wangji just passes the fuck out. Wei Wuxian just sits with himself for a while going, holy shit, until his head kind of clears, and he chews the ribbon loose, and he tucks Lan Wangji in, basically, and he's thinking, okay, that was entirely too damn much, we're not getting that shit-faced again, and we're especially not getting Han Guangjun shit-faced again. Quote, it's disrespectful to him, and he thinks about doing smooch, and he touches his lips, and he sits on the floor, and he's like, I can't be doing this to people when I'm drunk, and that's chapters.
That's it?
That's chapters.
God.
So the absolute madman, yeah.
He just... I love him so much, but he made a series of very bad decisions in these chapters. Very bad decisions, very good decisions for the plot.
Yeah.
Very bad decisions just as a boy. As a boy.
It's what our friends the Canning Boys would call fucker's folly, I think.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So, the absolute madman, Wei Wuxian is like, oh, I wasn't expecting him to actually drink, but then he went and drank. Oops.
Oh, this happened again.
Oh, no.
Exactly like the last time when I asked him to drink with me, and he drank, and he got drunk. I wonder what's gonna happen. Haha, I guess we'll find out.
Dude, you fucking idiot. You already said to him, hey, let's drink. Oh, he's not gonna drink. And then he drank. Why do you expect that to not happen again?
Are you serious? And then he does the thing that he did last time, where he immediately, pokes his forehead and falls the fuck asleep. And Wei Wuxian's like, wow, he fell asleep just like last time. I wonder what's gonna happen next. Dude. Oh, God. He's so stupid.
Dude, it gets to a point where my notes are just, you are so fucking stupid. He's so stupid.
He's an idiot. And Lan Wangji falls asleep. And it says, for some unknown reason, he was starting to feel a bit eager. And don't I just want to say, don't ever trust the text when it says Wei Wuxian felt some kind of way for some unknown reason. It's always a damn lie.
It's
always a damn lie. It's not some random, some unknown reason. You know exactly what it is, but he doesn't. And that's what keeps me up at night.
He says, oh, time to be annoying.
Oh, time to be annoying. So he starts calling Lan Wangji all of these names, attempting to rouse him.
Yeah, all of his 800 names.
And it's just, I can't stand him calling Lan Wangji those names because you know what it's gonna do. It's gonna activate his IMGAYULTRA training.
No!
It's gonna do it!
It's gonna do
and
it!
we're all gonna die!
Oh my god! And then he just, gets distracted and he's just sitting here admiring how hot Lan Wangji is while he's passed the fuck
he's
out.
He's literally being like, oh my god.
This man is so beautiful.
Handsome. He smells so good.
His skin is so good. I wonder what his routine is. He's so handsome.
And it's like, the scent could almost be described as intoxicating. I'm like, Girl. This chapter was just one of many infuriating Mo Dao chapters wherein we're reminded that Wei Wuxian is only a deductive, insightful genius.
Yeah.
When it isn't about him.
It's not.
And then the second something concerns him,
he's a fucking fool.
He forgets even the mere words of the evidence or a reason.
The evidence.
The evidence.
He's so stupid. And then we get funny Nelly joke where it says vaguely he thought to himself, strange. Why is it starting to feel a bit hot in her?
It's getting hot in her, so take off all your clothes.
Take off all of your UR clothes.
And he slowly starts getting closer and closer to Lan Wangji while he himself didn't notice it at all. I'm the only part of Wei Wuxian that hasn't realized yet that he wants to kiss Lan Wangji is his brain.
He's so
every other part of him is on board.
Oh yeah.
And you hate to see it.
You hate to see it. His fucking central nervous system has some kind of disconnect between the dick wire and the brain wire.
I genuinely think so.
Yeah.
And the heart wire is somewhere in there, but
it's
God
tangled
knows.
up. There's a
God
big
knows.
knot.
Yeah.
Foolish. Can we real quick, before we get too deep into this, I think the best way to sum up this chapter, or these chapters, is that, chief cultivator of the show, Colin, bless their heart, I sent them these chapters, and I didn't give them a whole lot of information about them. I just said, it would be good for you to see these. And we went over to their house the other day, and I came straight from work, so I was in my own car, and I pulled up, and I got out of the car, and Colin was, coming out of the house, and, standing on their porch, and they look at me and yell from, across the front lawn, "You didn't tell me there's only one bed!" These are the horniest fucking chapters I've ever read.
Welcome to mid to late stage Mo Dao Zu Shi, y'all. What the fuck?
God, so that's what these chapters are about. It's
Hop
about
in the
horny.
saddle, baby. It's horny.
It's about horny.
It's low-key horny. So he's about to call. He's close to the Gaga awakening.
He's close to the Gaga awakening.
That joke would make better sense if I insisted on pronouncing Gaga wrong, but I'm not going to do that.
We have the bigger brains here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain is huge. I can't be bothered with that.
Sorry, we got to take the big brain route.
So he's about to call him Gaga, and then he hears somebody call him Gongzi. Gongzi.
Just this tiny little baby voice.
Little baby voice of theirs. Who could it be but
your boy
having a nice upside down time.
I'll give the Untamed this. Thank God they adapted this literally, where he's just upside down.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's very fucking good.
He's having an upside down time.
Like a little bat. Wen Ning is here and he's like, hey.
He's very unassuming. He's come to
He's come to say hello. Hey, my brain's back.
Hello.
What's up?
He's got his beautiful eyes back and everything.
Yep.
And
his beautiful big dead black eyes.
So they stare at each other for a while, just like that. And Wei Wuxian's like, all right, come on down.
Come on down.
Wen Ning just, like, drops.
Yeah. He just says, okay, and just plop on the ground.
Bet, and falls onto the ground, and that's one way to do it. I'll give him that.
That's what happens when Funny Comedy Corpse is here.
It's Funny Comedy Corpse, and the comedic timing in this part is very good.
This part is so fucking ridiculous.
Oh my God.
He fucking falls flat on the ground. They're like, he like hangs upside down, like right outside their window, and he falls into like a courtyard thing.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian like looks outside and he's like, I told you to come down, not fall on your ass. And he goes, oh.
Yeah,
he says, oh.
Yeah, he gets up. He has made a Looney Tunes ass indent in the ground.
A Wen Ning shaped indent on the ground, which it literally says. The trope of having to be exact with your words or some dumb shit's gonna happen is, like, so good to me all of the time.
I'm sorry, but it fucking rules.
It's so fucking funny to me.
It is with a heavy heart that I must admit it fucking rules.
So funny.
So
he starts trying to climb a pillar up.
And Wei Wuxian's like, just stay there, okay? Let me come to you. I'll come to you. How about that?
Gripping a fucking animal in public, please.
And he like squats down by Lan Wangji, and he's like, hey, Lan Chan, just like stay asleep for me a little bit. Won't you be a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Like, that's definitely a normal thing to say to another man that you are gently teasing.
It's a normal, regular thing for one man in his 30s to say to another man in his 30s.
Normal men in their 30s who are ostensibly heterosexual.
Yeah, presumptively heterosexual.
Just be a good boy.
And then he strokes his eyelashes, which is an extremely regular thing to do.
Yeah, he just admires him a little bit, and
then Wei Wuxian goes down to talk to Wen Ning.
Yeah.
And he fucking turns into Alice Cooper in Wayne's World. Wen Ning starts being like, we're not worthy. He's like kowtowing to him. And Wei Wuxian just like holds his hand out. He's like, can you not?
He's like, well then.
Can you cool it?
He's like, oh, you're sorry? Watch this! And he prostrates so hard he shatters his fucking spine.
God.
He, like, literally, like, it's this whole thing where it's basically a kowtow pissing contest.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
Like, Wei Wuxian's contrition is not to be outdone when it comes to Wen Ning.
Yeah, no.
This scene is, like, funny, but it's also very touching.
Yeah, it's also sad, but we'll get to the very sad stuff in a few, but, so Wei Wuxian's like, so when'd your brain get back? And, he's like, a little bit ago. He doesn't remember a whole lot. And...
He does remember some stuff that he'd been, like, chained up, and that people came to, like, see if he was still conscious. Yeah. Well, as conscious as he can be.
Yeah, he was in the Jin sect's SCP containment unit. And,
Wei Wuxian's like, oh yeah, it was probably Shuoyang.
Yeah. And like, thank God Wen Ning doesn't remember all of this, because that was like 13 years he was in there.
Yeah,
that fucking sucks, dude.
And like, Wei Wuxian surmises that it was probably the Lan Jingyi sect who pulled the strings and all of this.
Yeah, we're keeping him
and
down
he's
there.
like, if the Lan Jingyi sect didn't take part in this, he wouldn't have been able to hide the truth all on his own, referring to Shuoyang.
Yeah, because Shuoyang, noted dumbass.
Noted dumbass. Let's put a pin in this now and remember, in case anything does go down, how early on Wei Wuxian caught it.
Yeah. I mean...
In case anything has to do with that.
Yeah, in case anything has to do with the Lan Jingyi sect doing anything shady, which I'm sure they're not.
No. And then Wen Ning's like, yeah, and then, like, basically I heard you clap and tell me to wake up, and I did.
Yeah.
And now I'm here. Isn't that cool?
He just fucking teleported to you, boy.
He literally did. He, like, it took 13 years for his ass to get out of those chains for any reason.
Yeah.
Of course, Wei Wuxian was the reason.
He said, oh, this is my fucking jam, let's go!
This is my shit! And he drove 500 miles to see the concert.
He hijacked somebody's car.
It's just Wen Ning's unwavering conditioned dedication that made this all happen, you know?
God, I wish I could pull out a map, but no, because Mo Village isn't real. Damn, how fucking far? How far was it? How fast was he traveling? What miles per hour can a zombie run?
I think
the fastest zombies.
Considering certain things.
Certain things.
How close are the genes to the lawns?
Pretty close.
It wasn't Mo Village under the lawns jurisdiction?
I don't remember. I think they were, because I think that's why the Lawn Boys were there.
I think it was kind of out of the way, but it was in their jurisdiction. So, if the lawns and the genes were close, probably would have only teleported 100 miles or so.
It's definitely some fucking miles.
Because China's fucking huge!
One thing I know about the People's Republic of China, the geographic area, is that it's big.
It's... How do I say this politely?
Large.
Big. It's large.
Big, vast, big.
It's fucking vast. But anywho. So Wen Yang ran the fuck away, but of course these people couldn't have really chased after him because that would have revealed that they had been keeping him when they said that they destroyed him completely.
Mm-hmm. So there were probably some guards back at the Koi Tower just being like, oops, dang, you're not gonna like this.
There's literally a Wen Yang shaped hole in the rock wall. He busted through, bro.
He's in a comedy configuration of limbs looking like the ICP logo.
God. Wei Wuxian's like, well, basically it's been over a decade, so that's a thing. You heard any good news?
And he says, nope. So Wen Yang immediately says, well, here's the thing. I have depression, so all I can really fixate on at the moment is the sad stuff.
Basically.
Yeah, he's like, well, I heard that the burial mounds are gone and everybody's dead. Good thing I'm dead because I have nothing to live for.
Wei Wuxian's like, God, I just wanted to spill tea. This guy's really harshing my vibe.
It's so fucking... It shouldn't be funny, but it's hilarious.
I can't really blame him
for
wanting to prioritize a little bit of levity.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when the rest of the situation is so fucking horrifying.
Yeah, and given everything he just came out of, he just exited the E-City arc.
He's like, God, can't I just shoot the shit a little bit? Does it always have to be so doom and gloom?
I know. He's like, God, come on, man. And then he's like, so Wei Wuxian is like, well, what else? And fucking Wen Yang immediately upon emerging from 13 years of being brain dead says, fuck Zhang Cheng.
Yeah.
He says, fuck this guy.
Fuck Zhang Cheng. And Wei Wuxian's like, so Wen Yang asserts that Zhang Cheng sieged the burial mounds and killed Wei Wuxian. And Wei Wuxian is immediately like...
No.
Oh, no. He immediately backs up Zhang Cheng. He immediately defends him.
Oh, yeah.
Which is so weird. He's like, oh, no, he didn't kill me. My shit backfired.
Yeah. This was on me.
Wen Yang's like, but
fuck that guy.
But that guy, was very clearly Wei Wuxian's like, no. It was on me. It was 100% me, obviously. Couldn't have been helped, even though it was literally a siege that ended my life. It was me.
It's on me.
And Wen Yang seemed as if he wanted to sigh, but he had no breath to let out. But this was just such an interesting exchange.
Yeah.
I think because of both of their memory situations and their positions. Yeah. But also because of how unreliable a narrator Wei Wuxian is.
Yeah.
If this were a narration where we could trust everything that was being said to be accurate, I think maybe I would feel a little bad for Wen Yang for being misinformed, but I just think it's really kind of interesting how quickly and instinctively Wei Wuxian still stood up for Zhang Cheng.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's once again him just not valuing himself and always seeking to value other people over him, especially Zhang Cheng.
Oh, absolutely. his own, like, reputation and needs and whatever don't even come to mind.
Yeah, and they never have. When Jiangcheng is concerned, Wei Wuxian is like, that's my fucking dude. That is my goddamn homie. Nobody's gonna say anything bad about him. That's for me to do.
Yeah, he sucks, but that's my homie.
He sucks, but I love him. Yeah. He's like, nobody's allowed to say that but me. Back off. But he's a day one. He's Jiangcheng's day one.
He's Jiangcheng's day one, that's the thing. And so he immediately jumps to his defense, which understandable. And they get over that little minor disagreement, and Wei Wuxian's like, you seriously haven't heard, like, any good news at all?
Please spill me some tea.
And Wen Yang's like, no.
Wen Yang, unfortunately, is like the type of bitch who you let vent at you one time and then does it daily no matter what. Yeah. It's just like, I'm at work, like, hey, Wen Yang, what's going on? How's it going? And he's like, I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease. How's it going?
Oh my god. And it's just been so hard for me and my family, and let me tell you my whole life story now. Oh,
Wen
God.
Yang, I love you, but I'm trying to have a good time.
But no, I mean, I guess I don't really know what Wei Wuxian was expecting in terms of good news from a dude who is dead and has been imprisoned for over a decade.
What kind of tea is he looking for this dude to spill?
Some stale ass, molded ass, dusty ass tea.
What's been going on in corpse jail, huh? Anything fun? You make any friends?
Yeah, just got tortured a little.
Yeah, it got turned into, a WMD again. It's like, just kind of how it is.
Yeah, I mean, then there wasn't, like, really anything I could do about it, because they had me in chains, so,
I don't know where I was. I didn't really have my whole brain going.
Cool. Yeah. But Jesus, anyway, they overhear the children who are arguing.
The boys are back in town.
Yeah, and it starts out with Lan Shui, and he's like, why are we arguing about this shit? And Jin Liang's like, listen.
I'm out for blood again.
I know we were talking about Shui Yang, but listen. He was gross, but Wei Ying's even worse, alright? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean not all demonic cultivators? What the fuck does that mean? We should kill, murder, and slaughter every single one of them. And I will say sometimes a thesaurus is not enough.
He's out for blood.
He's out for blood. He's mad as hell.
Jingyi comes up and he says, why are you mad?
Literally, even though this was the only not all blank statement that was argument or whatever that was made in good faith ever in the history of our history.
In the history of history.
And
Jingyi comes up and he's like, did you have to throw stuff? You're throwing a hissy fit. I didn't even get to eat yet. Yeah. This sucks.
You were too busy being big mad. I'm sorry. Man, can you just sit down? We were trying to have a civil fucking conversation. God. I'm trying to eat my chicken, and you're really harshing my vibe.
And Jin Liang is mad. He pictures someone who ignores respect. It's him. He's referring to Wei Wuxian as Wei Ying, which you don't do. Which you don't do if you're a person like Jin Liang. And he's like, oh, well, fucking, who invented demonic cultivation, huh? Genious? It was Wei Ying, idiot.
And you were saying that he probably meant well
when
he created it. Do you know who Wei Ying is? Do you know whose parents he killed? Okay?
Jerk.
Only mine. And the fact, I really don't know how you wouldn't kind of grasp this information, because I mention it a lot of the time.
Stupid.
I mention it a lot, stupid, because it was an extremely traumatic experience for me.
God.
And I project a lot of my misplaced aggression onto it. Okay? But you want to eat your chicken.
He gives a whole spiel about his entire trauma from the time he was a month old. It fucking sucks. And all of these boys are like, look. Hey. What did Han Guangjun say? It's Dindins.
It's Dindins.
Fucking, they argue about, like...
Jin Liang just uses more pathos to argue, which will get him made fun of on the internet.
Yeah. He's not using logic and reason.
He's not using facts, logic, and reason, and Lan Sishui destroys them a little bit with facts, logic, and reason.
Yeah.
And then, Jin Liang adds that little clincher that's like, well, he ordered Wen Yang to kill my mom and dad, just like I said, and Wen Yang's like, oh, fuck, is that kid?
Yeah, he's like, ooh, and Wei Wuxian says, well, there go all my chances of having a fun night. And then Jin Liang goes on, and he's like, my uncle grew up with him, my grandpa saw him as his own kid, my grandma wasn't
horrible to him, and we can easily infer who told him that tidbit.
Grandma was grandma.
Grandma was grandma. And he turned Lotus Pier into the lair of the Wen sect. He wrecked the whole Yunmeng sect, and he caused the deaths of both my parents and grandparents.
Now my uncle's the only one left. All I got is Juju.
And I feel like maybe it would be effective. It would be nice for anybody, to do a little fact checking on that. Because I just want to know what else was happening at the time Wei Wuxian, supposedly single-handedly destroyed a sect. Not a war, right?
There was not like a war or anything.
It wasn't a war, right? It couldn't have been. It was just all Wei Wuxian, right?
Yeah, it was entirely him.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. I like how, and it's just so clear how from emotion he's speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Because, he's like, now my uncle's the only one left, completely ignoring the fact that he has an entire other side of his family.
God.
But it's like, I'm not saying any of this to, rag on him or being like, oh, dumb kid. Because, this is obviously very horribly traumatic.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It fucking sucks. And he has every right to be upset about this. And I can't blame him for thinking this way because look at the people that are teaching him these things.
Yes.
Look at the world that he's living in, where the fucking main source of gossip everywhere is, oh, Yiling Patriarch fucking sucked.
Yeah, it's the buzzword that makes everyone angry.
Yeah.
Is the word of Yiling Patriarch.
You never say to me the words Yiling Patriarch.
I don't want to hear it, because I really will go ape shit.
He says, literally, I feel like a wild chimpanzee right now.
I feel like a wild chimpanzee. And fucking a kid, Ouyang Shishan, as it turns out, is
our
like,
friend.
hey, can we just calm down with this? We really haven't finished eating yet. Can we just drop this?
We almost died today.
We have bigger things to be worrying about, don't we? And the fucking
Sishui does he's like, look, I'm sorry. I should have thought a little bit more about my words. Let's just, I don't want any of us to get in trouble. Let's not get Han Guangjun down here.
Come on. Let's just sit down. Let's just keep eating.
And then immediately Jin Liang, I guess, just presumably shuts up and goes and bees Angie in the corner.
Yeah, either that or he maybe realizes the truth to their words. Because, I saw this whole resolution of the argument as being very mature.
Yeah. Yeah, these boys are very mature.
Because they just, Jin Liang snorts, whatever, Sishui apologizes, and they're like, and he's also like, hey, I mean, you don't want Han Guangjun to have to come down here, right? And that's the magic word that makes bad boys behave.
Oh, yeah. Nobody wants Han Guangjun.
And that's why Jin Liang stops.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Jin Liang fixes his shit.
Yeah, he says,
because he said the word of Han Guangjun. Yeah. And so they kind of go back to normal. And then, a little bit more sadness. Wei Wuxian says, look, he turns to Wen Yang and he's like, it wasn't your fault. Can someone just, because Wen Yang, he's feeling some kind of way about Jin Liang's story, and he kneels down to kowtow to him again. And Wei Wuxian's like, come on, man, it wasn't your fault. I just really want someone to love and protect Wen Yang, my favorite zombie boy.
I want someone to love and protect both of them, to be honest. Because Wei Wuxian is gonna slip a disc from how much emotional burden of everybody else he's carrying.
Yeah. And then Wen Yang gets kicked into a Looney Tunes dent in the ground by Lan Zhan at 40% drunk power.
It's fun.
He does a drive-by kick.
He just roundhouses him in the shoulder.
And just keeps walking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
this poor little zombie boy.
And Wei Wuxian's like, oh shit, here we go again.
He is back. The return of Han Guangjun shit-faced. He tells him to calm down. It appeared that the time for sleeping had passed while the time for being drunk had arrived.
There are so many good, weird little translated bits in this chapter that made me laugh.
There's so much good shit. This time, Lan Wangji looked even more normal than last time. Literally, he's being normal.
His expression was still perfectly righteous after kicking down Wen Yang. I have no idea why that line's so fucking funny to me.
He isn't wearing his boots wrong?
He's a righteous boy.
He's a righteous boy.
And he just stands there and he's very proud of himself for kicking Wen Yang, the obvious threat.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian's like, he leans down to Wen Yang, he's like, hey, are you okay?
Good?
Wen Yang's like, yeah, I'm fine. And Wei Wuxian's like, then get the fuck up! Why are you kneeling? You're weird. And Wen Yang's like, what about young Master Lan?
And Lan Wangji covers his ears to not hear Wen Yang's voice.
He just does not want to experience it. He does not hear it. And then he moves in front and he faces Wei Wuxian so he can block off Wen Yang from seeing Wei Wuxian. The lengths that this man will go to.
He's a fucking child.
The lengths that he will go to secure Wei Wuxian's attention is just so incredible to me.
Y'all childish. Y'all fucking childish.
And he's like, Wen Yang, I really feel like you should get out of here because
Where'd you get up out?
He doesn't really like seeing you, which is an incredibly polite way to put it.
Yeah, he doesn't like seeing you or hearing you or looking at you or knowing that you exist, so why don't you get up out?
And Wen Yang's like, did something happen to him? Is he okay?
This is so fucking
like,
funny.
No, he's just shit-faced. And Wen Yang's like, okay?
He says, what? What are you gonna do? And he says, well, what can I do? I'm gonna carry him inside and tuck him in. And Lan Wangji says, okay.
He says, okay. But I love that was the only option Wei Wuxian considered viable. I'm
gonna carry this man's.
But Lan Wangji immediately, with his hands still over his ears, mind you, says, okay.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian's like, oh, I'm sorry, weren't you covering your ears? Why can you hear me? Suddenly. And I'll tell you why. It's because he's tuned into the Wei Ying frequency.
I simply choose to hear it. And Wei Wuxian's like, oh my fucking god.
Lan Wangji plays dumb.
Mm-hmm. Wei Wuxian tells Wen Yang to get up out and go take a napply nap. It's like, you're probably tired.
Yeah, go drink some water, you deserve it. And
go take a break, King.
Can you just find somewhere to hide, maybe?
Yeah. Treat yourself, King.
And then Wei Wuxian's like, all right, he's gone now. You can uncover your ears. You don't have to worry about anything. And Lan Wangji does, which is so stupid.
So, my note at this part, this is where my notes just turn into stupid. I just circled it and just wrote stupid. And I got to a point where, I'm writing with my Appled pen on my iPad, and anytime sometimes I would just scribble, because that was my writing version of doing, a key smash, because I got nothing. That's all I gotta fucking do. I'm just like, God fucking damn it, you're so stupid, Wei Ying. You're so fucking stupid and annoying.
These next 10 pages are just horrible. He's like, Lan Wangji's eyes were so clear, so honest, that a desire of mischief surged through Wei Wuxian, as though something inside of his body had been ignited, which means he's horny for the first time in his life.
As if his blood type isn't mischief. This fucking idiot.
And he's so annoying. So, Lan Zhan, you're still gonna do whatever I tell you to do and do whatever I ask, right?
He says, let's play Simon Says, and he makes Lan Wangji take his forehead ribbon off. Immediately! It's the first fucking thing he says. He says, take off your forehead ribbon.
And you know what he does?
He does it.
He fucking does it.
The absolute madman.
He does it.
He takes it off, and Wei Wuxian's like, see, this isn't even special. Stupid. It's
Why
just
were you so mad I I took it off.
And Lan Wangji says, here's why, and fucking takes his wrists and ties his hands together. Cause this bitch spent the last decade learning how to tie shibari rope. He does this like a professional.
True. He was preparing.
He knew what the fuck to do.
And he starts tying fucking knots, multiple knots.
Knots on knots.
Wei Wuxian's like, he's staring at it, looking at him tying his wrists together. He's like, what are you doing? I fucking wonder. And he wanted to see what exactly Lan Wangji wanted to do, so we let him continue. That's the only reason he let himself get tied up.
The only reason.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
No, nothing else.
He's so fucking stupid.
So irritating.
God.
And I love him. And we get a very good image here. I just really like the phrase, Lan Wangji ties 7 or 8 knots on the ribbon, forming a stack of small, ugly-looking lumps. I just really like that. That's just like, that's evocative. I really like it.
It is very evocative, because it's...
That's what they look like. Have you ever tied a knot over and over and over and over, and
awful.
you just get like a tower and it looks horrible?
It's awful and clumsy, and it fits Lan Wangji in his drunky state very well. And just fucking...
Wayne's like, hey, do you want this ribbon? Like, it's kind of supposed to go on your head.
And he's just like Lan Wangji just listens and stares at it.
And he's all proud of himself.
Like, God, why am I playing with him like this? Wasn't I supposed to be the one playing him? And ain't it funny how that ends up happening every fucking time?
Ain't it
Dumbass.
Funny? Dumbass.
And then Wei Wuxian's like, okay, time to take it off now.
And Lan Wangji says, okay.
Bet.
And he starts taking his robes off.
Because his selective hearing and his understanding, his selective understanding, it's ideal.
Both of them are gremlins.
Both of them are goblins. Wei Wuxian's like, hey, no, put that shit back on. Come on. Take the ribbon off. Come on, the ribbon that you're tying my hands up with. And Lan Wangji...
I'm gonna do stuff. You're ignorant.
Lan Wangji does nothing.
He does not do that. And then Wei Wuxian's like, come on, please, who's a good boy?
Would you be a good boy?
Take it off. He said, you listen to me, who's a good boy, take it off. And he doesn't. And Wei Wuxian says, oh, okay, I see how it is. You're all hyped up if I tell you to tie me up, but you can't understand if I tell you to take it off. And, yeah.
I figured it out. Better not think any harder about why. I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Boy, it sure would be bad if he tied me up with some weird magical ropes that I wouldn't be able to escape from.
Ooh, that'd be crazy and kind of funny and kinky.
It'd be so bad if, like, we went out in public and, like, people saw you, the righteous Han Guangjun, leading me around like your prisoner. Oh no, wouldn't that be awful?
That'd be so funny.
I'm not, like, speaking it into existence like this is chaos magic or anything.
No.
Horny chaos magic.
Horny chaos magic, because, you know, that's just exactly what happens. That's the thing. That's the thing that happens, because Lan Wangji, he was holding on to those ribbons in a really cute way. It was, like, swinging them back and forth. He was very excited about holding the ends of those ribbons. And Wei Wuxian also was very excited, subconsciously.
They're having a good time. This fucking shit.
And
listeners,
so
real quick, listeners, this is exactly what's happening. All of the things we just detailed are things that go through Wei Wuxian's head as this is happening.
Yes.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's
so
awesome.
Anyway.
And he drags him downstairs.
Yeah, we get a Gilligan cut.
To the juniors. We get a Gilligan cut.
Says, boy, you better not take me downstairs and show me to all the juniors. And then he drags him downstairs and shows him to all the juniors.
That's fucking it.
And the juniors are down there, like, they're doing drinks. They're being teens.
As Lan Jingyi hurled himself at the cup of liquor on the table, hoping to cover it up, he knocked over a few bowls and dishes along the way. The object that he wanted to cover up became even more conspicuous. I just gotta say, Lan Jingyi is, like, the only character in this series that I empathize with and identify with 100% at all times.
He's the only character in this series.
He's the only character. And Wei Wuxian's like, he was feeling a little spicy and wanted to take a little walk and catch all of you off guard. It didn't work out perfectly.
They come in so that it's, like, not immediately apparent that,
his hands are tied.
Yeah, that funny handcuffs are happening.
And literally, it takes them a while.
And then Lan Wangji, he drags him past the juniors' table and he fucking holds up the ribbon around his wrists, like, look what I got.
Like it's a fucking championship belt.
Yeah. He says, got them.
He says, got them. And yeah, Wei Wuxian does that quick thinking thing, thankfully, but nobody will ever be quick thinking enough to explain away a situation like that. Like, there's no explaining it away. He bondaged you, bro. And he's like, oh god,
you've been coaxed into a bondage.
Wei Wuxian's like, please just fucking take me back upstairs. Come on. Just be good. But, no, Lan Wangji really has to show it to people. And the kids finally realize the closer that he gets that it's his forehead ribbon around Wei Wuxian's hands. And,
it's that image where...
Lan Wangji just holds it up.
Yep.
Like a championship belt. He's so proud of what he's wrought.
And the juniors are just that picture of, like, the American Idol judges table where they're all replaced with, like, surprised Pikachu and shit.
Jerry.
Yeah. Good lord.
And, so, a timeless fandom meme is born into the next chapter. It starts with the timeless line.
Funny chickie.
Of Lan Jingyi dropping funny chicken wing.
Out of his mouth. The joke of Lan Jingyi, chicken.
The joke of Lan Jingyi, parentheses, chicken.
Parentheses, chicken. He's got his chicken?
And Wei Wuxian's like, oh my god, when Lan Wangji sobers up, he's never gonna be able to look at these fucking people again. That's the only thing he's thinking of.
Oh my god.
Jin Liang's like, what the fuck is going on? And Wei Wuxian's like, oh, it's just like a cool little life hack for your forehead ribbon.
He's not wrong.
I mean, he's not. It's kind of a never before heard of life hack, but it is technically a life hack. And Lan Xishui's like, okay.
Okay.
And Wei Wuxian goes, yeah, it's for like tricky corpses that you want to take back and, autopsy.
Yeah, it's for when you gotta put a corpse under citizen's arrest.
And Jiggy's like, but that's not correct.
He's like, I'm calling bullshit, and Shishui stuffs the chicken wing back into his mouth.
He literally shuts him up with the chicken.
The chicken wing.
Showing out in true ally fashion, because he's like, oh, wow, I had no idea. That's so interesting. Uh-huh.
Oh my god. So then, finally,
Lan Wangji decides that the torture is over and drags them over to the other side of the screen.
He pulls them upstairs. They go in the room. He fucking barricades the door for some reason.
Because he doesn't want wily zombos getting in.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen when you have a prisoner.
Yeah, and he sets Wei Wuxian down on the bed, and his little head bumps a little bit. It bonk.
Wei Wuxian says, "Are you gonna kill me?"
Bed. And he goes, my favorite thing is, he goes, are you gonna kill me? And then his head bonk. He's just, and also, like, the fact that, are you gonna kill me, is the first thing that Wei Wuxian's mind goes to.
Buffoon.
Like buffoon. And he does, like, the reflexive ow.
Yeah.
Which I'm really glad that Wei Wuxian also does the reflexive ow whenever he, like, gently brushes or bumps against something that he anticipates. He's like, ow. And Lan Wangji looks so concerned. He's like, oh, what have I done? He doesn't say anything, but it's like, Wei Wuxian can read them vibes, and he's like, oh, did it hurt? And Wei Wuxian's ass, I hate this bitch so much.
I can't.
He goes, oh my god, it hurts so bad, it hurts so much. Ow! I guess just to see what the fuck Lan Wangji will do.
He's so annoying! God!
He's so annoying.
Oh my god.
But you just gotta let me go. It's so tight and it hurts. Why don't you take it off?
He's doing pleading emoji face the entire fucking time.
He is.
Please. And then Lan Wangji covers his mouth because he fucking knows this annoying bitch.
Yeah, literally fucking the second things start not going his way, he takes the most direct approach to shut it down. Mm-hmm. I respect that. It's like how he is sober, but with no limits.
Yeah. Because he knows that the more annoying Wei Ying is, the hornier he's gonna get. So he's like, no.
He nips it in the bud.
Yeah.
And he's like, So you pretend not to understand the things that you don't want to do, and if you really can't pretend, you're just not going to let me say them? And I just...
Stupid.
I want Wei Wuxian to realize that drunk people are more honest than sober people.
I want him to know this so badly.
Please. And I also want to see Lan Wangji acting this way sober. Just once. Just once. I just want to see it.
He'll get there. But
maybe in a scene, you know.
For now, though, Wei Wuxian has his clown wig on.
He's got the clown wig on. He's got the shoes on a little bit. And so his mouth is still covered.
Just a little bit. Just kind of a toe in it.
Yeah. His mouth is still covered, so what Wei Wuxian does is he sticks his little tonguey out and he gives him a little lick.
This is the shit that I would do when I was in, like, having a fight with my friends when I was, like, 8.
Yeah, extremely. And, Lan Wangji pulls his hand back, and he just, like, he goes away, and he curls up and he, like, clutches his hand like a fucking freak. I'm never washing this hand, ass.
That's literally what I wrote. Fuck. And Wei Ying's like, what's happening? He's so fucking stupid.
He's like, so stupid. He looks like he just got tainted by a pervert. He looks so horrified. Like he's not cradling his hand to his chest like it's the most precious thing on his body.
He's so stupid.
He's so fucking stupid. And then, he's like, you didn't like me licking you? It's your fucking fault. Come on. You covered my mouth. What else was I supposed to do? Here, come here. I'll wipe it off for you.
Come here. Let me coax you into another snafu.
But Lan Wangji is having none of it. And he like kind of curls into the corner of the bed with his hand all cradled to his chest. And Wei Wuxian felt the familiar urge of mischief again. I think that if Wei Wuxian went a day without creating some type of mischief, his higher brain function would start to grind to a halt.
When is he not experiencing the familiar urge of mischief?
That's a great fucking question. I'm really not sure.
He has mischief prions.
God. And he's so he goes in and he scoots up to Lan Wangji on the bed and he goes, "You scared?" Because he wants to startle this child in a drunk man's body.
God.
And Lan Wangji is scared.
Yeah, he's a little bit scared.
Me, I scare. You is scare?
Is scare.
Is scare.
Me is scare. Doctor, I do.
Doctor, I scare. But he's like, come on, man.
I can't do anything. I'm still all tied up. Come on. And then he says, he approached Lan Wangji harboring no good intentions at all. Leave
him alone.
Leave him alone.
He's only a baby.
You're a fucking cyberbully.
Have mercy, you psychopath.
So then they start doing a chase.
And he's like, why am I playing hide and seek? Am I fucking nuts? Why am I indulging him?
They're like peeking around the sides of a screen thing and like running around it after each other. And it's some fucking Pepe Le Pew cartoon ass.
It's so cute.
It's so goofy.
And Wei Wuxian's like, you want to keep going?
I want to do it again.
And Lan Wangji, like, completely stone-faced, just nods. And Wei Wuxian is just so amused by this. And I know he only does it because he thinks it's hilarious, but I'm genuinely, like, really happy he indulged Lan Wangji here.
They're having fun.
They're having fun. He's letting Lan Wangji, express the inner child a little bit. Yeah, he does clock that pretty much immediately.
Oh, yeah. He says Lanjan definitely never had so much fun when he was young. You don't get to be a kid in the Lan sect.
Oh, no.
No.
God, no. So, it's the fucking least he can do. And, alright, so he starts pretending to chase him again. He's like, come on, if you better run faster, I'm gonna catch you, and if I catch you, I'm gonna lick you again. And Lan Wangji stops. And walks towards him.
Yep. And he bumps into him, and he takes Wei Ying's hands, his tied-up hands, and puts them around his neck, and he says, "Oops, you caught me."
You caught me. And just to think as simply and as selfishly as drunk Lan Wangji.
To be a drunk Lan Wangji.
What a dream.
And Wei Wuxian,
he's like,
the stupidest bitch possible,
Yeah.
He's like...
I guess I did?
I guess? What was... Oh, I'm supposed to lick you. No, come on.
He literally, like, Lan Wangji's like, you caught me.
You caught me.
It was a power move, I'll give him that.
Power move.
But Wei Wuxian's like,
wait.
No, dude, the fuck? That doesn't count.
You cheated.
And Lan Wangji gets so upset.
He's very mad. He fucking turns into, like, blackened eyes JoJo intense go.
He looked extremely unhappy. I'm sorry, but who among us would not die for this drunken, beautiful, peerless mess of a dude?
I am dying for him.
I will currently die for him. I'm terminally ill for him.
The moment we are born, we start to die for Lan Wangji.
God, and Wei Wuxian's like, this can't be. After Lan Zhan is drunk, he not only likes to play hide and seek, but also likes to be licked.
Yeah, he does. By you dingus.
By you, my man loves to see the forest for each individual fucked up tree. He really does. He tries to pull his arms away, but Lan Wangji doesn't let him. He just wants to cuddle, you know?
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian's like,
okay, I'll play along.
I'll play along. So he sees his arm and he's like, okay. And he gives a little,
there's a little smooch on his hand, on the back of his hand.
And Lan Wangji rips his hand away again.
Oh my god,
I can't believe it.
And Wei Wuxian unintentionally and, like, without a brain cell in his head, clocks it immediately. Does he like it, or is he scared of it? Or is it both at the same time?
You know it's both, baby.
You know it's both. This man is 36 years old and has never busted a nut ever.
No! Or alternatively, he spent the past 13 years busting a tearful nut every night.
Yeah. Busting many solo nuts.
Yes, we've had this discussion before.
Yeah, though. Yeah. He's never busted a nut in the presence of another person.
No. So Lan Wangji wants to play chase again.
Yeah, he says again.
Good.
And so they do that again, and he keeps making sure that he gets caught.
Wei Wuxian's like, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? And let's just give him a hand for figuring that shit out. So proud of him.
Big brain on Wei Wuxian.
Lan Wangji drags Wei Wuxian's arm around his neck. He's like, all right, you caught me. And Wei Wuxian's like, man, I'm not just going to let him have fun by himself. He's not going to remember any of this shit. Let's up the ante. Let's have some fun. I'm going to play the funny bro game where I gently and reverently kiss my way up his arm as a joke. Who are you kidding? Who? Are you kidding? That's all I fucking have to say. Who the fuck are you kidding?
I'm just gonna insert some, like, public domain owl calls.
I made sure to go up a note every time, though, so pay very close attention to that one. Cause that's
god, dude.
That's the key of the genius. Of the genius's way. That's the key of the genius's way.
The key of the genius. The G key. G stands for G, for Genios.
G does stand for G for Genius.
Speaking of letters, this is the point. Look at my notes on this page. What I'm calling notes.
E.
I just put the letter E here because I just had nothing else. I just said...
E. And so what Wei Wuxian does is he kisses between his fingies first.
Yep.
And Lan Wangji tries to take his hand away, but Wei Wuxian is not letting that happen. It's kissy time.
It's
smooching time.
It's time for the smoochables.
It's smoochables time for this man.
Yeah.
And Wei Wuxian kisses his knuckles. Just gently, just little baby kiss.
Gently.
And then he smooches a little baby kiss the back of his hand.
Yeah. And then he goes up his sleeves, his wrist.
And Lan Wangji does the fist clench.
Yep. He does funny Arthur.
And he's like, all right, is that enough for you?
And Wei Wuxian tries to have a brain again. He's like, alright, he remembers that, Lan Wangji is Mr. Tell the Damn Truth while he's drunk, so he's like, alright, how about this, smart man, you burn any paper money for me?
He's still sore about that one.
He's so mad! And Lan Wangji doesn't answer him, so he's like, come on, I'm not gonna give you any more little kissies, I'm not gonna give you any more kissaroos from me to you if you don't say anything.
And he gives him a kiss over where his heart is, which is normal bro behavior alert!
It's just normal bro shit!
Normal bro behavior alert!
It's just regular bro shit that you do when you're not at all attracted to or have feelings for your bro.
I'm sorry. It's normal heterosexual bro shit.
Sorry about it.
And he's like, alright, how'd you know it was me? For real this time. Like, for real.
Tell me.
And Lan Wangji, looks like he's almost gonna say something. But Wei Wuxian's just looking real hard at his mouth.
Yeah, and he's like,
what that mouth do, though?
And you know what? He finds out what that mouth do. And,
he finds out what that mouth do, and I have read this 4 or 5 times, and I'm still upset about it. Thank you! What a mean, underhanded trick to play on a drunk person. And I really wish this hadn't been, technically their first kiss, you know?
Okay, so
Wei Ying must knowingly cherish him.
Yeah.
He has to cherish him.
He drunkenly and just overcome with his feewies. Overcome with the fifis. He smooches Lan Wangji on the mouth. He takes a kiss of him.
I guess maybe I got a little too mad at him, because maybe he just couldn't help himself.
I don't think he could help himself. They're both drunk.
No, don't you put your paw there like you were about to step on that keyboard, sir. The fuck? Not in this home.
He's being very handsome, though.
Yeah, he's very statuesque.
No, I don't trust you.
What are you doing? He's probably staring at a fly or something.
Goofus.
Sir, I don't trust you. He's standing directly behind the computer, all poised to jump.
Goofus,
Anyway, fucking... So they kiss. They do a funny kiss.
He take a kiss of him. And
they're like, oh, shit.
It's immediately too real.
Lan Wangji raises his hand, and he smacks himself, and passes out. Yep. God, dude, I wish I could just fucking induce peacing out whenever I couldn't deal with something. You know?
I wish that were me. I wish I could do this just to sleep.
I mean, technically you can...
Yeah.
But I'm not a coward. But I am a coward.
Yeah.
I am extremely a coward.
Yeah. But the mood just plummets.
Yeah, the mood plummets. He's like, alright, fuck, just whatever. He pushes the table back and sits down. He's like, God, whatever. And he, finally manages to gnaw the knot of bondage rope on his wrists. And he goes and he is still kind of in shock, and he pours himself a cup of liquor and he drinks, and there's nothing in the cup because he got too preoccupied.
He got too turned.
He was so preoccupied trying to ignore his gay crisis by claiming intoxication.
Yep. And it's just so stark how, the prose just goes... It's very energetic, and it's very fast-paced up until this, and then it just, like I said, it just plummets.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just everything's gone. Wei Wuxian's standing there, the windows are open, and it's just this wind rushes in, and he's just like, oh my god. And he's just sobers up almost immediately.
It's after the party's over.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yep. And he stands there for a minute, collecting himself, and then he, puts everything back into place and realizes there's no more booze to be had, so he's like, god damn it, okay.
Alright, it's time for me to sober up.
Yeah, that's about enough of that.
I'm not gonna drink that shit again. I shouldn't have done all that shit. Oh my god.
Bad, yeah.
It's so disrespectful. I feel like, to an extent, the spirit really just came through him there. But, at least he knows it was kind of a bad boy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
While Lan Wangji is drunk.
Yeah. He immediately feels bad about it. He's like, even though he was drunk, even though he wouldn't remember anything when he sobers up, I still shouldn't have done something so outrageous. It's too disrespectful to him.
It's too disrespectful. And he's like, all right. He smooths out the forehead ribbon.
He irons it, presumably with his ass.
Yeah, he sits down with his iron hot ass, his iron rod ass.
Uses his dick as a brayer.
And then he goes over to Lan Wangji. He takes off his boots and he puts him in the little sleeping position of the lawns.
Of course there's an official lawn sect branded sleeping position.
Yeah, they have to brand everything. That's how they do it. And he, at least Wei Wuxian seems to be taking responsibility for bullying Lan Wangji.
He feels very bad about it, and he's just kind of like, oh my god. Yeah, I can't believe that happened. That really did happen. I really did do that.
That was a thing.
He says, I really fucking did do that. And he, thinks about...
I can't make Lan Chan drink anymore.
Yeah, he's like, I can't be doing this. And he's like, if he treated everyone like this when he became drunk, then the situation really wouldn't be well.
I'll tell you, the problem isn't that he will treat other people like this, Wei Wuxian. It's the problem is that he won't. And it's only gonna be you.
Yeah, that's the problem. So those are our chapters.
That's it, folks.
That's it. Some good chapters, just kind of
some
a little...
thonkies.
Yeah, some thonkies.
Some thick boys.
Not super thick. I mean, the first one was...
It became a thick boy with both of them together.
Yeah. Which happens every so often. So...
But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. But next time, we're going to be finishing up the Allure arc with chapter 45.
Yes.
But first, let's get into some Google Translate Essence Collection, shall we?
Let's do some Google Translate Essence Collection.
Let's do it. So, I was looking through my complete edition of the Google Translate Essence Collection for any, funny comedy Wangshan, because that's what these chapters were.
Yeah.
And I found one that gave me an idea, so this one's going to be a little bit different. So all of our selections today are translations of just fic titles.
Okay, great!
So maybe we can, take a look at these and decide what these are about.
I like it.
Just creative writing exercise. All of these are from Chinese.
Yes.
What do I have? 5 of them. They're, it's not a big, long reading project.
Okay.
But the first one is the one that gave me the idea.
All right.
So the OG.
Lay it on me.
Yeah. Maybe you can do, a nice, coming soon to a theater near you voice for this one.
In brackets. Forget the pregnant car. I woke up. Wei was pregnant. Middle. Jesus Christ.
Forget the pregnant car.
Forget the pregnant car. I think maybe it's about Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji having drunken car sex.
Okay.
And Lan Wangji wakes up and Wei Wuxian's pregnant. He's pregnant.
He woke up in the middle of a pregnancy.
He's gregarious.
You woke up gregarious.
He woke up gregarious.
Or
I was saying Lan Wangji wakes up from a binge or something and he finds out, weighing Gurgen.
Weighing become perginat.
Weighing become permission.
Weighing pregnant. Okay. We gotta talk about Car. Because you've been in this fandom as long as I have. Have you encountered Car?
No, that's why I think that it's a modern day AU with car sex somehow involved. Pregnant car, I think it means pregnant making car. That's just what I think.
I have a little bit of insight to provide here. Mm-hmm. Little, open up the, open up the window.
Lore.
Yeah, the lore. Yeah. The deep Car lore.
Lay it on me.
So Car, and I don't know 100% of the reasoning behind it. I saw somebody explain it one time, but it just kind of went in one ear and out the other for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But so Car, for whatever reason that I don't remember what it is, Chinese fic readers, please, I'm begging you. Car, for whatever reason, is, internet slang for porn.
Huh.
For some reason.
Alright.
I don't know if it's, a homophone thing, that's my guess.
Most likely.
But, like, so you'll see stuff that's, like, referred to as car, or if you see, like, a car emoji...
Oh my god!
It means it's porn!
That's fucking great!
So elucidating that a little bit, I woke up...
It's fucking breeding kink? I fucking guess?
I guess.
Way Gregnant. Alright, I'm down.
Way gregarious. Alright, here's our next one.
Alright, Wangshan, foreign body. How can I pursue someone who has a personality completely different from my own?
Reddit AITA.
Oh my god. How can I, 35M, pursue someone...
36M.
36/24M.
Yeah. Who has a personality completely different from my own.
I mean, is it, do you think that it's him asking somebody else this question, or it's him asking himself this question?
Well, it says forum body, so, like, my guess is, like...
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like a Candle Cove sort of...
No, you know what? Yeah.
Thing, yeah.
I think it's like an AITA thing.
Yeah.
A little epistolary thing, you know?
Which is good and underutilized,
That fucking rules. I love epistolary shit.
I love that shit.
Oh my god, it's definitely one of my favorite genres.
Okay, this next one is very small, but it's fucking funny.
Don't lie to mom.
Don't do it.
Don't lie to mom.
Don't lie to mom.
Don't lie to mom.
Don't Lie to Mom is a 1991 teen comedy. Like...
Yeah, I can see it so clearly in my mind's eye. Don't Lie to Mom. It's like it had a board game spin-off.
You got Don't Wake Daddy, and then you got Don't Lie to Mom.
I mean, it's all you need.
If you lose in Don't Lie to Mom, and she finds out that you lied, she just fucking kills you.
That's it. Every board game comes with its own knife.
Yeah. There's just a mom action figure, and she just stabs you.
Sign a release form.
Don't do it.
That's what I think that fanfiction's about.
Don't fucking lie to mom. Don't do it.
Don't fucking lie to mom. All right, what's the next one?
This one's kind of longer, but...
Hey, Chun, most fragrant third bomb. New Year's Eve night comes return. Full. The most delicious dinner. Enjoy your meal. I guess it probably has something to do with porn, because I know people talk about meal a lot when they write porn.
Yeah. I mean, I will enjoy my meal, probably.
Most fragrant third bomb. I can't help but think that's like a fart.
I don't like that. New Year's Eve night comes return. Full.
I feel like maybe somebody came back on a New Year's Eve. I don't know, man. I just think it's probably porn.
It's probably porn. I mean,
I have a hunch.
Going by the most delicious dinner. I mean, what's a more delicious dinner than porn?
Enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal. Thank you, I will.
Bone app the teeth.
Our last one. The return of Car with this last one.
Jesus. I love Juan. Peter Rabbit Fox Envy. Envy of health. Hey! Micro story car length. So this is a drabble.
This is fucking baffling. It's a drabble.
It's a Wangshan drabble.
Okay, here's the thing. We've got travel that's covered by micro story and length, I think.
Car
we know is porn.
Drabble, yeah.
H-E, that big capital he, that's happy ending. I know that. Because I've seen that before. I've seen H-E, I've seen B-E, which is bad ending.
Oh my god.
So, we got some good shit. It's fun. Is it Wangshan, though? Like, it was tagged under Wangshan, but I don't remember anything else. The I Love Juan thing is making me think this might have something to do with our boy Zawujun.
Yeah.
Peter Rabbit Fox Envy of health.
I got no fucking idea about that one. I just saw Envy, and I know that it's forgetting envies a lot.
Yeah, we do a lot of forgetting envies. Yeah.
I could not, you know what, I could not tell you. I could not confidently tell you what the fuck that's about, other than there's porn, and it ends well.
Peter Rabbit Fox Envy of health.
Peter Rabbit Fox Envy.
Of health.
Of health. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Peter Rabbit probably does have a better healthcare system than the United States. Ayo, politically.
Literally, it's not that it's hard.
Yeah.
But you know.
The American government is going to issue us a bag of carrots and tell us to deal with it.
Tell us to fuck up, squirt.
Yep. Love it. So before
pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
We're gonna die. So before we get into questions, we have a special announcement, which is fun.
We do indeed.
So we've got our 50th episode of this podcast coming up. What the fuck?
It's kind of a fun anniversary.
Yeah. And we wanted to do something special. So we're gonna be doing a bonus little Q&A episode. It'll go up sometime in the same week as the regular episode 50, and it's not going to be behind, like, a Patreon paywall or anything. It's going to go up for everybody. But we're going to need as many questions as we can get, and these can be about all sorts of stuff. You can send in Mo Dao questions, you can ask about us, you can ask about media in general, podcasting, whatever. If you have a question that you'd like to send in for the Q&A episode, please either email it to cloudrecessespod@gmail.com with the subject line Q&A.
Yeah.
Or send us an ask on Tumblr with Q&A at the start of the ask.
Yeah, I think probably they could also effectively DM us on Twitter or whatever and just say, hey, this is for the Q&A episode.
Could do that also.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever's most convenient for you,
just
honestly.
Just make sure it's clearly marked that it's for the Q&A.
Yee, because you know we stay answering questions.
We do stay answering questions, and that's what we're going to do now.
That's what we're going to do now. It's question time.
It's fucking question time. If you have a regular question, not for the Q&A episode, you can send them to cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com/ask or via Twitter at cloudrecess. Just
the one?
Pod. Let's go to Tumblr first. We have many questions this week.
I think we're gonna split them up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna do some tonight. If you don't hear the question that you asked, just wait until the next episode because we're probably saving it for then. But
yes,
keep them coming. So we're going to Tumblr first.
Oat Plant asked, in a modern AU, what do you think Wei Wuxian would pick for Lan Wangji to have as his first drink?
See, now you're the drink knower.
I think that he would probably give him something that he thinks is relatively innocuous, but also just a really bad idea. So he would probably give him, like, a shot of vodka.
He probably has, like, really skewed perceptions of the, like, effectiveness of alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So something that's
like... You have this tumbler full of straight vodka.
Regular.
It'll be normal. You'll have a normal time.
Jesus. And that's why Lan Wangji found dead in Gusu.
Jesus Christ. I was just looking at how many questions we have. Lan Wangji found dead in Gusu.
Yeah.
Friend of the show! User, the -trashiest-of-cans, asked... On a scale of Stardew Valley to Resident Evil, what are the characters' video game tastes? Who is an overly competitive FPS player and who loves hardcore strategy games? Who exclusively plays mobile games and who exclusively plays with people's minds? Who cannot handle the slightest jump scare and who loves horror? The more gruesome and disturbing, the better. Thank you for the awesome content and sorry for the barrage of questions. Don't ever apologize for this fantastic barrage.
Wei Wuxian likes the gory horror games.
Yeah, the gorier the better, and he's totally kind of a freak about it.
Oh, yeah. Zhang Cheng is the super competitive one.
Yeah, Zhang Cheng is really competitive. I think he probably plays something really horrible like League of Legends. or maybe he's a Smash player.
The gamer corner. We need friend of the us, Sarah Funny Taigi, to be here.
Yeah, she has the hot video games knowledge.
Sarah's the games master.
Videos game. I think Wen Yang likes Mario.
Yeah.
He likes the Mario series.
Yeah, it's nice and cute and sunny. I'm just thinking about, there was a post going around in, like, March that was just, like, screen caps of the Niz, and, it was like, my song was like, one copy of Doom Eternal, please, and then Minjoy is like, one copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons,
yes.
please.
That's fucking extremely accurate. It's totally accurate. Nia Mingjoy likes calming games.
Yeah,
all right?
he's gonna have some...
He already has enough stress in his life.
The thing is, he doesn't get into it by himself. It's not something that he, like, looks into. It's like Jiggy hooked him up with it. He was like, here, I got you a Switch and I got you this nice, cute little game. Here, I think it'll really take the edge off for a while.
Yeah.
You know, really relax. But then he gets super, like, frustrated when shit happens and he can't get his villagers to move out and, like, Red won't show up.
Just the simple shit. He finds a way to make the game frustrating for himself.
Oh, yeah. He gets very mad.
Just as people with anxiety tend to do. Lan Wangji likes Fire Emblem. That's my opinion.
I accept your opinion and I trust your opinion.
Jiggy likes the Civilization games.
Yeah.
And Risk.
Yeah, he out here playing Sid Meier's Civ.
Yeah, Jiggy really likes Risk.
Fuck. Who plays the mobile games? That's
Hwaesong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hwaesong's got Doom Eternal, Dark Souls,
and Love
Bloodborne,
Live.
and Love Live. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wei Wuxian and
Get you a twink who can do both.
Yeah, Wei Wuxian and Hwaesong have a podcast where they play through the Dark Souls games and the Bloodborne games.
Oh, I love that.
It's really good.
Oh my god.
I think Wen Ning is afraid of jump scares.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Jingyi is also scared of jump scares.
Jingyi's horrified by jump scares.
He and the other juniors were like really into Five Nights at Freddy's for a while, but he couldn't do it. He like anytime they had to do anything with the cameras, he
tried to play it cool, but then he would go home after the sleepover and be awake all night.
Oh yeah,
just like having night terrors.
Oh yeah.
So that was a really good question. Next question is a short one, but a sweet one, and it's one that only I can answer, actually, because Roy has never experienced this food thing.
All right.
An anonymous question asker asked the question of, what is the best flavor of chicken wing you've ever had? Related, what is the favorite flavor of each of the characters? So my favorite flavor of chicken wing that I have ever had is the one that Buffalo Wild Wings has, where it's like the Thai curry spice one. That's really good. I also love just generally a garlic parmesan wing.
Cheeky parm.
I love a spicy teriyaki wing.
Cheeky discourse.
Wei Wuxian is the type of person who doesn't really care about the flavor of the wings so long as it's the hottest thing they have on the menu.
Oh, yeah. You gotta set that mouth on fire.
Lan Wangji likes a nice lemon pepper wing.
Wingy.
Zhangcheng likes I would say probably the third spiciest.
We gotta go back a second because Lan Wangji doesn't eat meat.
Oh fuck, that's right! Lan Wangji's they have nice cauliflower chicken wings. like when vegans do the hot ones challenge.
The hot ones
Have you heard of the hot ones challenge? It's this dude, Sean Evans, and it's an interview show.
Is that the thing that you were watching with T-Pain?
Yes, he sits down with celebrities and he has them eat 10 wings, with one wing being representative of a specific hot sauce, and it goes up the scale in Scoville units. And sometimes when vegans come on the show, like I think Natalie Portman came on the show and she was a vegan.
Oh my god.
They give them like cauliflower like vegan wings. So his favorite flavor of vegan cauliflower wings is lemon pepper.
All right. Really?
Really? Are you screaming?
She says, I want the chicken wing.
I want a chicken wing. Did you hear us talking about meat? And you said, oh, it's baby time.
It's baby time.
Me. Really?
Me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She thinks. Anyway. Sorry this is all going on to Fallon, but I do not eat chicken, so...
Yeah. Roy's not a meat fan.
Yeah, Roy is not a meat enjoyer. E.
Who else? Fucking Hwaesong probably likes a nice teriyaki wing. What's yang yum.
What's the fanciest chicky wing you could imagine?
I don't know, something with like truffle on it.
That's what I was thinking.
Stupid fancy chicken wings. They have to be heritage chicken wings too.
Top quality chicky wing.
So that was good.
Yeah.
We're gonna answer two more, I think.
All right.
Anonymous asked, hypothetical situation. Jin Liang is given another dog, and the juniors help him take care of it. How do the juniors and Fairy act around the new dog, and what tactics does Wei Wuxian use to avoid it? Also, what name would Jin Liang give it?
Ooh.
I think that even though it was Jin Liang's dog, the juniors would all fight over the responsibility of taking care of the dog, as children are wont to do.
Yeah.
Because they all want to be the most important thing in the dog's life.
Yeah. I think both of dogs will get along fine, because dogs tend to be friendly.
Dogs.
Yeah, they're spiritual dogs.
They're friendly with each other.
They can work something out.
I think they're cool with it. They'll have their own cool spiritual dog conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Wei Wuxian, I think, if Jin Liang got another dog, he would give up hope of ever seeing Jin Liang again.
Oh, yeah. That's out the window.
Yeah. The minute more than one dog comes into the equation, he's gone forever. Jin Liang would have to seriously weigh whether he ever wanted to see Wei Wuxian again with how much he wants a second dog, because they are mutually exclusive.
Yeah, yep. Wei Wuxian's method of defense against dog number 2 is hiding behind Lan Wangji. Because as we've covered, he's big and wide and large, so...
He's big, huge, wide, and large. And I think the name that Jin Liang would give it, I want to say it's something like Jewel or Princess.
Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal. Something
Sparkles.
Really cutesy.
Yeah.
Glitter.
I like Princess. It's gotta be something like that.
Princess and Fairy are really good. Are really good names for cute dogs.
For dog.
But all dogs are cute, so.
Yeah.
All right. So, final question from Tumblr is from an anonymous friend. And they asked, "Hi, I'm a pretty new listener. I'm going through the backlog and only on episode 20 right now, but I just had to send a little thank you message for the awesome podcast. I was so excited to find out that at least one MDZS pod actually exists, and a really good one too.
Aww.
Your energy is just delightful, and the show is absolutely hilarious. I once made the mistake of listening to an episode at work. I have an office job and almost burst out laughing at the quiet office. Thanks for the super fun show. Mishka."
Thank you!
Wow, I didn't realize that wasn't going to be a question, but thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Thank you!
You're so kind. We're so glad that you're enjoying the show.
I'm enjoying.
We try our very best every time we record.
We really do. We really do, and we're glad that people enjoy.
Yeah, because we like to have fun goofing on this, and I'm glad that there's at least one podcast out there where people can listen to two dumb lesbians goofing on Mo Dao Zu Shi.
Yeah! There's gotta be, you know what? There's an audience out there for everything.
That's it!
So let's go over to Dwinder. Let's do this one.
This one, it's from our friend Jove.
What's up?
At Ask Jovery asked, deeply related, who amongst the juniors would win a wings eating contest? And who would fail miserably? What other eating contests do you think these kids would go for, if any? These are the questions the people, me, need answers for. The answer to the question of which eating contest do you think the juniors would go for is all of them.
All of them.
All of them, because I feel like they're very competitive boys, and they're not to be shown up by each other. They're teens. They can eat an entire horse by themselves in one sitting. So, I think that the answer is any eating contest that they can get their hands on.
Yeah.
I think they would do the thing. I want to say that to be inclusive of the vegetarian friends, they would do that noodle eating challenge where it's like however many bowls of noodles you can eat in one sitting.
I like that.
It's really good. I think a hot dog eating contest would be funny. A pie eating contest would be great.
Yeah, just dive right into it like it's a trough.
Wei Wuxian, after seeing that they're doing some cool, fun themed eating contest, would suggest a chili eating contest.
And they would kill him.
And they would kill him in his sleep.
Yeah. I think... Do you think... Here's my thing. Mm-hmm. I think either Sishui or Ouyang Zijin could, respectfully bow out after a certain amount of time.
Yes.
Yeah, after a certain amount of food. Just like, I've met my match.
Yes. It would definitely come down to Jin Liang and Lan Jingyi.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Jingyi, I think, has the capability, just the natural ability to win.
Yeah.
He just can't. Jin Liang is more determined, and more competitive.
He operates off of pure spite towards the end.
He's eating chicken wings. He emerges shaped like a cartoonish chicken wing.
Yes. That's fucking it.
I know he ate a wing.
I think based off of that conviction alone, Jin Liang would probably win.
He would win or die trying.
He would win or die trying. That's absolutely right.
Yep. It would
Incredible.
it would be one of those things where it like ends in a draw and neither of them want it to end in a draw.
Because they both pass out at the same time.
Yeah. And they fight over it until they die.
Jesus Christ.
We have a couple of just kind of comments that I want to get to because these are fucking good.
Just feature them, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's great. In reference to painting a wall from last episode, Zhang Sheng would definitely be the one. I'm sorry. This is from Twitter user at Helenin, a monster of depravity. Same. I am one as well, so good on you. They say, in reference to painting a wall, Zhang Sheng would definitely be the one who hogs the soft roller because nobody else can use it right, and then does absolutely nothing and leaves Wen Ning to paint the whole room with like a 2mm miniature painting brush from a children's watercolor.
You're a zombie, you can fucking handle it.
That's really fucking good.
God.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to help. You don't want to help anymore?
No.
And this incredible genius also quote retweeted what
Twitter user at Helen and your brain is so big.
So big. They quote retweeted a wolf puppy tweet that says, "Ha, you'd have to stab me with at least 6 more knives than this. This is so little amount of knives that I am stabbed with." And they said, Shui Yang in the most recent episode. The vibes are spot on. They're rotten, but they're spot on.
This is so little amount of knives that I am stabbed with.
This is so little amount of knives that I am stabbed with. Fuck, dude.
You'd have to stab me with at least 6 more knives than this.
I just hate how accurate it is. I hate how the most evil ones can't be killed.
God, he wouldn't fucking die. God.
Why won't he die?
Why won't
he die? I'm just upset about it.
I'm mad that he didn't die because now we're just cleaning dust off the floor when we housekeep and not, sweeping his body into a trash bag.
God, we'll get there someday.
One of these days.
I have faith that we'll get there someday.
We'll get there, but we're gonna clean up the house.
We're housekeeping a little bit now, yeah.
We have a Patreon.
We do have a Patreon.
Patreon.com/podrecesses, where for $1 a month, you can be a disciple of the show and get access to all of our Patreon-exclusive bonus content, including She's a Good iPad, another episode coming to you hopefully next week, plus a special role in our Discord. For $5 a month, you can be a sec leader of the show and get all of that plus a more special role in our Discord channel and a thank you shout-out on the show. Plus, at the start of every month, you can get a little doodle from one of us.
Yeah!
It'll be
a
good.
doodle!
A doodle. And for $10 a month, you can be chief cultivator of the Pod Recesses world and get all of that and an even more special role in our Discord. And you can listen in when we record our episodes.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
And we are going to try to roll out another Shizun Get iPad episode this month.
Yep.
Sorry about the delays. You guys know that we've kind of been going through it the past few months.
The entire world's been going through it.
The whole world's been going through it. We're no different.
The whole damn world has become the Joker.
And I know that some people have sort of thrown themselves into content at this time, but it's just not something that we've necessarily been able to do as much. And we're sorry to our patrons for not pumping out the content as regularly as we should have, but we're really going to try to get back on this back in the saddle soon enough. So keep an eye out for that. Throw some money at us. You'll get some cool podcast episodes. Yeah. Extra ones. And all of our donors get to vote every month on a charity, which we will donate 33% of our Patreon money to. This month, we have our poll going. I just put that up last night. So if you are one of our patrons, you can go ahead and click vote. Vote on where your mommy will go. Yeah. And the more patrons we get, the higher that percentage will be raised. Hell yes. It'll be a good. So shout out to our $5 sec leaders, Sarah M., Lenny W., Carrie, Lena, Rachel W., and Audrey F., and Olivia. Hello, Olivia. Thanks everybody for being friends of the show. And thank you to our $10 chief cultivators of the show, Scout and Colin. As always, thank you and we love you. The ultimates. The ultimate day ones. Colin,
Thank you for dealing with your surprise and yelling at me about it.
Why wouldn't we have given you the chapter where there's only one bed? Why wouldn't we have done that?
The thing of it is, the bed number?
The bed number is that there's only one of them.
The bed number was very...
The bed number was
the
one.
smallest number of beds you can have.
I would say the second smallest.
Probably the smallest number of beds with there still being a bed.
Yeah, that's really fair.
Yeah.
I think there were very few beds in the room. There might even have been one.
There might have only been one bed. But yeah, thank you to Noisepace.xyz also for being our podcast network. Thank you,
Sect Leader Matt.
Thank you, Sect Leader Matt GameCube. Check out the other wonderful podcasts that we have on Noisepace.xyz, our podcast friends. Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, which I was on recently.
Tuning Fork, which she was also on recently.
I'm doing podcasting. Check out Fearbaiting. Check out Jurgenit. Check out all of them.
Yeah, you know what? I think you should check out all of them. There's a little something for everybody there, as we like to say.
There's something for everybody. Check out City Girls Make Do. Check out my pod cabbages. There's something for everybody.
Hamsteak, even.
Hamsteak, even.
For those of you who remember that advent of culture and humanity.
Why the fuck not?
I wish I didn't. I wish Alex didn't. She cursed me with that one. That's pretty much it for us, folks.
Alex is doing the work God won't.
She is, and I wish she wasn't.
Yeah. I'm Roy.
Are you?
I'm Roy. I'm on Twitter. I'm at Semperfunny. And also, if all you want to see is my Mo Dao stuff, I'm also on Twitter at Yeeling Hypebeast.
And I am Fallon, and I am on Twitter at America's Burden. I am locked right now because I'm a little bit paranoid about recent interesting things that have been happening at work. But if you want to follow me, please drop a request. If you're at least 18, you will be a friend and follower of mine.
A friend of the Ray.
Parasocially.
Yeah. You can find Pod Recess as the us at cloudrecesspod.tumblr.com and on twitter.com/cloudrecesspod. Just one recess.
Just one.
We're on all podcast apps, podcast websites, all that crap. Go ahead and subscribe, please. Like, rate, comment, download the episodes, do whatever you fucking want to.
If you listen to the show and you enjoy and you have a couple extra minutes to drop us a little review, like, oh, these stupid bitches are so funny. Like,
I like to hear it.
We like to hear it. Like, maybe don't insult us directly like that.
I'll take it.
I mean, I will take it if it's any kind of compliment because I am the way I am. But yeah, if you wanted to do that, you have a couple minutes. It helps us with the intergagement and all that fun stuff.
And if you want to intergage even further, and you're over 18, you can join our Discord. The link is in the description. And Ray, there's a thing that we say at the end of every episode. And that thing is Semper Bunny.
That thing is Semper Bunny. You are all my nephews now.
Devil has been solved.
Bye, y'all.